Good afternoon, this is Zachariah Jackson, BASA News. You know, Friday was a very interesting day in Newark, New Jersey. Our Mayor Ras, our Congresswoman, MacGyver, and who was the other Congresswoman?
Monty Watson Coleman.
Yes, all three of them. They stepped out on a limb that I don't think that I've not seen many politicians step out on. I was inclined to join. The only reason why I couldn't get out of bed because I hadn't slept Thursday night and I was getting ready to preach Friday. I needed 2 hours of sleep, or I would have been there for 3 nights and have nowhere to rest to come there to help secure the release of the mayor. Rev Bartley, what is your take on it? You're more in the house with them than I am.
It was something that you can't make up. The amazing part about it was that the mayor and I and other pastors, we were in this same location where we are right now, Thursday, and he had this notion that he was going to be arrested. He said that he felt as though they were going to target him when he revisit that site. And I said to him, good. And he said, what do you mean by that? And I said, who else but you that will stand up for us?
That's right, that's
and
right.
your voice will
That's
take us where we need to go.
Yes.
And so they went over there. There were 2 visits, I was told. The one where the Congresswoman went over there because they have, as Congress,
Sure.
power to go and view any site.
Sure.
And they went over there trying to make sure that the site was up to par, that all the information for them to have, even to open up the site, like a certificate of occupancy,
Sure.
fire code, and all that was up to par in case something happened.
Okay, yeah, of course.
You know, making sure that everyone was safe, not trying to interfere with the work or whatever they were doing. They just wanted to make sure that everything was on the up and up.
Sure.
The mayor happened to accompany them, and they were inside, he was outside.
2 congresswomen.
Right. Congresswoman Bonnie Watson Coleman, Congresswoman LaMonica McIvory, and so they were there, and then for some reason, Homeland Security felt as though they needed to target the mayor. And they go where he was. He's on public property.
Yes, we've seen that on the camera.
He's the mayor of this city.
You got it right.
To go on any city property.
Yes.
And stand and speak.
Yes.
For whatever reason.
Yes.
And they, again, because of the leadership of this lunatic, Donald Trump,
Sure.
who put in this new U.S. attorney that's just out just trying to make a name for herself.
Sure.
And she's vowed to target him and others just to get Donald Trump's approval. And so I was told, I was not there, I was supposed to go, but I received a phone call from his wife and said to me that they just arrested my husband. I immediately ran over to the location. When I got there, I went straight in. I tried to go in. The gate was open at that time. There were those that were there when the mayor was arrested, and I pursued to go in. ISIS and others ran at me, forbidded me to go any further, instructed me that if I would move further that they would arrest me.
Sure.
I stood, I didn't stand, in fact I was forced back out, and there we sat.
You was forced down.
Forced
down.
Forced.
Yes.
You
didn't stand down, you were forced down.
No, I wouldn't have moved.
That's right, right.
And I was ready and willing to go to jail in support of our honorable mayor, because what he did was noble and what he did was courageous.
Sure.
And I wanted to let him know that I was going to stand with him.
Yes.
And so we sat out there, it rained, we asked questions. They didn't have any answers. In fact, one of his attorneys walked up to the gate and he identified himself as an attorney. One of the officers, ISIS officers, says to him, well, how many attorneys does he have? Being very sarcastic.
Sure.
And they were just not cooperative But we stood there and we called and we asked the community to come out. People came from all
Yes,
over
yes, yes, yes.
to stand there until he was released. But it's not over. It's not over. As you see on social media, there are those who are still calling on the arrest of Congresswoman Bonnie Watson Coleman and Congresswoman LaMonica McIver. She texted me and said they're looking to arrest us. And so this is so vitally important. And this is a time, Zach, where we're seeing who we know should govern this state.
That's right, that's right, that's right, that's right. Because this is what I was saying earlier this morning to a colleague, in fact, Reverend Bernadette Bird, Dr. Bird.
Sure.
I was talking to her this morning, just had lunch. I said, you know, I don't know many politicians that would have stepped out like that. We have not seen this right here. Most of them, yeah, they say a few words, but they say it running around the corner. Here's a man and the two congresswomen that stepped into the fire. They went in, as Moses said to Pharaoh, let my people go, in so many words.
And you know, Zach, as you just mentioned, we were talking about former Mayor Sharp James.
Sure.
And I'm thinking of the courageous thing that the Honorable Mayor did, and it just speaks volume to his father.
That's right.
You know, Amity and
Yeah.
what he believed in. And we know he would have took that same stand.
Yes, yes, yes.
And so I could see him and others that are up there saying, son, keep doing what you're doing.
That's right.
Because we need you to do this.
Yes.
Because every life matters.
Yes.
in the state of Michigan.
You know, and that's what I thought about a lot. A tear come in my eyes. I thought about the father. I thought about
The Kyrene Towers.
Yes.
The Kyrene Towers.
Well, I thought about even further back than that. 502 High Street.
502 High Street. Isn't that
Because
something?
I was a little boy, but because I was so big as a little boy, you know, a lot of people don't understand. You know, we had a lot of those groups around Newark, and I could go in because I was a big boy, and the brothers would say, "Come on in, soldier." Come on in, young soldier. You know, because I was big at 6, 7 years old, man. I was a big boy, you know.
Isn't that something?
And they would, come on in, young soldier. And I would sit there and listen to them. And that's what came to my mind, 502 High Street, when I got the word that the mayor had got arrested. I said, that's the work of 502.
I can recall them on their way sometime up there, stopping into Sonny Alba's.
Yes.
Right there on the corner.
That's right.
Of High Street and Clinton
There
Avenue.
you go, right there.
I mean, it's just so many memories
Yes.
that we can think about. But we salute the mayor for this.
Yes,
That's
we
why,
do. Yeah.
you know, I'm thankful that you would come in and take this moment to talk to me. Maybe I could reach some of those who are on the fence.
Yes.
That really don't understand that this mayor has been divinely chosen.
Yes,
for such
yes,
a time
yes,
as
yes,
this.
yes, 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 yes.
And not only is this going to impact Newark, but the whole state.
The whole state of New Jersey, yes.
And that's why we need a governor like this.
That's right, that's right.
That's
right.
going to stand up for all of us.
If you think of New Jersey as a garden, and what is a garden? A garden is many fruits and many vegetables. Well, this is the man to put there. Because if you put him in there, you'll have the garden state of New Jersey.
And think about economic development.
Yes,
Think about how we've been left out.
yes,
How we've been the ones who've swing voted all of the former governors.
yes.
And now we're saying, hey, we just don't want to be at the table. We want that piece of pie to be cut equally.
Yes,
And having someone like him in office it is assuring us that we will have our part
yes.
for such a time as this. It is amazing, and I salute him. And just stay tuned, because there's more to come. I was on the phone with Reverend Al Sharpton today, and we're organizing.
Yes.
The mayor shared with me that there's a court date coming up
We'll be
on
there.
the 15th.
We'll be there.
We want everyone.
We'll be there.
We want everyone.
We'll be
We want
there.
everyone, near and far,
Yes,
to come and show our support
yes.
for what this mayor did for us.
That's right, that's right, that's right. Because he went in to Pharaoh, and he said to Pharaoh, let my people go. That's what he did. Now you can take this thing and you can put it down if you want like it's nothing. But how many people are brave enough to take that stand, to walk in there and say, Pharaoh, let my people go.
And Zach, you know, when you said that, it just reminds me of something that's in the Bible. There are 365 times recorded in the King James Version, and that quote is, fear not.
That's right.
And so every day of our lives, we're seeing this mayor, fear not.
That's right.
Because when I was a kid coming up, and one of the neighbors went and told my mother I did something out in the street.
Yes.
Oh, before the whooping, my mother and father would say, where did you get that from? You didn't learn that in this house.
That's right, that's right.
Well, that's what God is saying. The scriptures declare God has not given us
That's right.
the spirit of fear.
No.
He's looking for risk takers.
That's right.
Like the Honorable Mayor.
Yes.
And we're going to stand with him.
Yes. He's not alone. He's not alone for sure. If I could sing the tune from Michael Jackson's song, I would sing, but I can't sing. But just to let you know, Mr. Mayor, you're not alone.
You're not alone. And if I could go back and grab that old spiritual,
Come on now.
I'm not going to let no one turn us around.
Come on now.
Marching up the King's Highway.
That's
So
right.
keep it up, Honorable Mayor, and we're with you. And we're going to be celebrating that day, 2 days that we're going to be celebrating. 3. 1, when you go to court and that is thrown out. 2, when you win the primary, June 10th.
That's right.
And then November,
That's right.
when you're sworn in
That's right.
as the first black governor in the state of New Jersey.
And let me say this right here. You know, Rev Bartley's touched on, we're not going to let nobody turn us around or turn around. But I'm going to say it the way they said it back in the 50s and the 60s. We're not going to let nobody turn us round.
That's what they say.
That's what they say back then. Round.
Yes,
We were
sir.
let no one turn us round.
And they did it, Zach.
Come on now.
They did it.
Yes.
They did it.
Yes.
They came together.
Victory is ours.
They came together.
VICTORY. Keep talking. Yes.
They didn't have this.
That's right.
They didn't have a fax.
Come on now.
They didn't have cell phones.
That's right.
But they knew how to march and
That's
come
right.
together.
Come on now.
As I was a kid, I remember going, my mother would grab those peanut butter jars.
Come on now.
Put iced tea in there.
Yes.
Put the chicken in aluminum foil.
Yes.
We would have mayonnaise and
Yes.
potato salad.
Yes.
We would be on our way.
That's right.
Because we wouldn't let no one turn us round.
There you go. Okay. Again, this is Zachariah Jackson, BASA News. Goodbye.